And today you're tuning in to Tai Chi 24 form with Marty. Remember to make sure that you have plenty of space to move, that you're not going to trip or bump into anything wherever you are at and joining us virtually for this class. Make sure you stay hydrated and you're in clothes that you can move well. And always, if you're a lot, and have a great class with Marty. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Amanda. We're working on the 24th form, the Chinese Army Tournament Forum. September 14, understand that this is a martial art, that Tai Chi improves your balance, it improves coordination. It's been used for people who have had heart surgery and heart attacks, cardiac rehabilitation. It's really a great deal. Is teach you to focus and simultaneously relax. Most of the time when we concentrate on something, we find out that we're getting tense. The focus and simultaneous relaxation is great for stress management. It appears to stimulate your immune system in a beneficial way. It's one of the reasons that I'm so enamored with this discipline. In doing the 24 form, we're going to start at the beginning and work through one form at a time. Hopefully, because the center has upgraded broadband capabilities, we're looking forward to having things work very well. The other thing I want you to know is that because the first video was so well received, starting in October, my goal in doing these videos is to have them be basic enough so that people with very little experience are able to follow and learn the movements. And at the same time, they'll be detailed enough that people that have had some experience, I hope, will be able to pick up pointers. With each move, we are going to emphasize things like where to look as you're doing the movement and how to breathe. So I think that whether you're a beginner or have had some experience in the past, we'll be able to inform you and keep you interested. Let's get, and I'm backing up so that you can see most of the. I'm also going to turn my back to you. Some people think that's my best side anyhow. So that you can kind of follow me like you were actually in class. First thing I'm going to do, and I'm standing with my feet maybe 2 or 3 inches apart. And when we put our feet together, we need to leave a space of 2 to 3 inches. I'm going to slowly bend my knees and at the same time shift right and let my heel come up. And then when I'm well balanced over the right foot, I'm going to move the left toe out. And then I'm going to glide. Okay, let's do that again. We're standing straight up with our feet 2 to 3 inches apart. We're going to bend our knees, shift right, left heel up, and slowly open the left toe. Set the heel down as we shift to a central position. Now, that uses about 75% of the skill you need to do Tai Chi. Some of you may know Figment. Figment reincarnated from it. Helps me to teach a number of things. Number one, when you shift, as we just did, it's the hips that move. So when I open my toe and shift left, everything shifts. If I shift back right, everything heads back to the right. So shift left, shift right, and as a matter of fact, if I walk toward you and take a step, toes stays over this belt buckle. When I walk backwards, it's the same thing. Everything shifts over one foot. When I'm balanced, I move the other foot back. And so you can see Figment stays perfectly vertical. Step forward or sideways or backwards, everything stays the same. Two other things that Figment wants to emphasize. One, when you shift your weight, you're lined up over the foot on the side that you shifted. And when you shift the weight again, Figment is now lined up over the other foot. Notice again that it's the hips that move back and forth, not the shoulder. Not the shoulder. And if you're moving forward, you still stay vertical. You don't bend forward and you don't bend back. The other things that Figment wants to make apparent to you is you don't pick up the second foot until you're balanced over the new pivot foot. My foot until I'm balanced. The third and most important thing about Figment, he's always looking straight. So his nose stays over his belt buckle, his hips stay on the left, and the shoulders stay over the hips. Now when he pivots, everything pivots. They still stay vertical, but they all pivot together. The hips, the shoulders, the nose, the ears, everything. Thanks, Figment. So with all of that in mind, let's get back to doing the opening move for the 24th. Shift right, bend your knee, left heel up, and then open the left toe. Let the heel drop down as you shift so that the weight is centered over the 2 feet. Let's do it once more. Bend your knees, shift right, left heel up, open the left toe. Now glide to that central position. I'm going to do it again facing you so that you can follow me instead of shifting right and opening my left foot. I'm going to shift left and open my right and then glide to center. So I'm still moving in this direction as you will be. Just consider myself being your mirror image. But that's not a scary thing. So let's start again with our feet 2 or 3 inches apart. Shift left as you bend your knee. Right heel, left. Sorry, I got it mixed up. Shift right, left heel up. Open your left toe. And right. Notice that my belt stays level. So feet together. Bend your knees, shift right, left heel up. Open your left. And then glide. Once more, facing away from you. Shift right, left heel up. Open the left. And glide. Feet together, 3 to 4 inches apart. Knees straight. Bend your knees. Shift right, left heel up. Open the left toe. And then glide to center. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to do is inhale and let my bent knees straighten a little bit. Let my wrists and elbows float up. And then exhale and let them settle down. So I'm inhale, wrists, elbows, and body up. Exhale, let everything settle down. And the combination of what we just did plus that inhale up and down is the opening move. Now, again, things look deceptively simple. When I inhale, my knees which were bent, my legs straighten a little bit so that my body moves up. Now, it doesn't move up enough to lock my knees. So, I start with knees bent. They're separated. Inhale, body up. Exhale, knees bend a little bit and the body settles down. Inhale, body up. Exhale, body down. That's something that you can practice and make sure you're comfortable doing that, because at the same time you do that, wrists and elbows float up. Now, why do I say the wrists and elbows float up? You see, I've got like 2 straight sticks in front of me. That's not ideal for martial arts. That's also not ideal if you trip and stumble and stick your arm out and it's straight. Now, if I let the wrists and the elbows come up, the same measure, my chest is relaxed. I'm not sticking my chest out to show you how macho I am. The curve, so that my upper body is a circle. Let's do all of them. Open. Inhale, wrists, elbows, and body up. Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Good. Now, when my wrist goes up, the fingers flop up a little bit. And when the hand settles, and you can see that it's well in front of me still, The palm faces the floor. Now, if you were in water and you went to raise your arm, the water would, and then when you brought your arm down, the water would flap it up. Now, if I take a piece of paper, the paper is folded down because the air pressure goes up, and then when I go down, what happens? The paper flops in the air, up and down, up, your hand in the air. So you see, that's the whole opening move. And you get a sense of how much there is to think about. And that's why Tai Chi is so meditative. This ability to focus so that you know your weight is entirely over one foot and then move the other foot is the reason that people that take 8 or 10 hours of Tai Chi have 40 to 50% less falls and less fractures than people that didn't have the time. Let's go over this from the beginning again. Left heel up, open the left toe, and then glide to center. Inhale, wrist, elbows, and body up. Exhale, wrist, elbows, and body settle down. Again, remember, your hands are in front of you. The palms are facing the floor, and your arms are still firm. Okay? Let's do it again. Bend your knees, shift right, left heel up. Open the left toe, and glide to a central position. Inhale, wrist, elbows, and body up. Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body all settle down. Now, even though we're doing this relatively elementary move, I hope you already see how much exercise. Not only for your body, but for your mind. As a matter of fact, they've done IQ tests on people before and after they learning Tai Chi. They find that their IQ goes up. When we challenge our brains with a new activity, our IQ goes up. It's certainly worthwhile you walking on a treadmill or riding on a stationary bicycle. That's great exercise. And this is exercise for both the mind and the brain. Right, let's do it again. I'm going to turn away from you, and then I'm going to face you. Together, a couple of inches apart. Bend your knees, shift right, left heel up. Open your left toe and glide to the central position. Inhale, wrists, elbows, and body float up. Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Now, when you inhale, kind of imagine And imagination is very important. Kind of imagine, not only are you in water, but then when you inhale, you're filling your body and your arms up with something that's floating. And when you exhale, you're removing that buoyance and let everything settle. Just feel your arms fill up with air or with helium. And then as you exhale, the arms and the body. Again, with my back to you, feet straight, feet 2 or 3 inches apart. And you're going to keep your body vertical throughout. Bend your knees, step right, left heel up, open the left toe, and then glide to center. Inhale, wrists, elbows, and body float up. Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Remember to keep your palms parallel to the floor, because we're going to do the next move when we get to it from that position. Next thing, what do I do with my eyes? And I'll face you so that you can tell that I'm looking straight ahead. So I'm going to shift, bend my knees, shift right, left heel up, open the left toe, and then glide to center. Looking straight ahead. Inhale, body, wrists, and elbows float up. I'm seeing the circle in front of me. I watch the hands flap as I exhale, and everything settles down. So inhale, and I see my circle. I see the fingers, I see the arms, I see that the elbows are curved, not bent. Exhale, I see everything settle down. When I inhale, I see that my arms don't come up above my shoulders. If you hold your arms here with the elbows curved, it's relatively comfortable. If you raise your hands above your shoulders, now I can feel my shoulders and my arms tensing up. And then they go down. All right. Do it again. I'll face you. And remember, I'm doing it backwards so that I'm saying shift right, but I'm shifting left so that I'm moving in the same direction. Feet 2 or 3 inches apart. Bend the knees, shift right, open the left toe, and glide to center. Inhale, wrists, elbows, and body up. Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Again, inhale, wrists, elbows, and body up. Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now make sure that even though your monitor is in front of you, and it's tempting to watch me, that's where your arms float up, wrists first. Notice the fingers kind of floating up as the wrists settle down. And then notice that your palms are well in front of you, well to the sides of you, making this circle. And the palms are facing the floor. Okay, facing away from you from the beginning. Bend your knees, shift right, left heel up, open the left toe, and glide to center. Stay vertical. Inhale, wrists, elbows, and body up. Exhale, watch the fingers float up, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Okay. Once more, with me facing. Together, a couple inches apart. Bend your knees, shift left, shift right, left heel up, open the left toe, and glide to a central position. Inhale, wrists, elbows, and body up. Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Once more. Together, a couple inches apart. Right, left heel up as the knees bend. Open the left toe and glide to center. Inhale, wrists, elbows, and body up. See the circle that they're making? Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Once more. Feet together, knees straight, body vertical, eyes on a level. And the eyes stay on a level the whole time you're doing it. Matter of fact, they stay on a level the whole time you're doing the whole 24 form. Bend your knees, shift right, left heel up, open the left toe, and then glide to center. Inhale, wrists, elbows, and body float up. Exhale, wrist, elbows, and body settle down. All right. Now, let's talk about breathing a little bit more. Breathing is very important in Tai Chi, and as in yoga, there's a meditative, less exertional way to do that, and that's what we want to do in Tai Chi because we want to save as much energy as we can. Notice that if I take big, notice how my shoulders come up, my neck muscles, whether you can tell or not, have tightened. All the muscles between the ribs come up. There's a better way to do it. What I'm going to do is let my belly pouch out. And when my belly pouches out, all of those kind of pouch out with my belly wall. And what happens? The diaphragm, the muscles that are instrumental to inhaling and exhaling, the diaphragms are sucked down. Now, when the diaphragms are pulled down, what happens? The space for your lungs increases and air rushes in. and I let my belly pouch out. Exhale, I pull my belly in. Inhale, belly out. Facing you, that all these muscles that I talked about before when I took my ordinary deep breath, exhale, belly in. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. The paradoxical thing about that is in the normal breathing, when you inhale, that takes a lot of exertional effort. And when you exhale, you relax. Now, when you do belly breathing, you relax. So the hardest part is easy. And then you just pull your stomach in a little bit. That pushes the diaphragm back up. That squeezes the air out of the lungs like a bellows. You squeeze the handles together and the air gets forced out. Now, it's important to breathe like this in Tai Chi. Is kind of the passive part of it. And the exhale is the exertional part. Remember when you watch the Karate Kid, you inhale and exhale. Exhale is when you're delivering the blow. Inhale, and everything floats up past you. Exhale. So let's practice the belly breathing again, and then we're going to do the whole thing with belly breathing. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Inhale by letting the belly bulge out. Exhale by drawing the belly muscles in. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Now that's something that you can practice. As a matter of fact, if I were lying more and during COVID-19, I'm not going to do it, and I put something on my chest like a book and something else on my belly, you could see that when I inhale, the book on my belly rises up, the book on my chest doesn't move. Exhale, the book on my belly settles down. Exhale, belly in. Okay, how do we coordinate breathing with the opening move? Relatively simple. Watch. I inhale, and then as I exhale, I settle my knees, shift, bring the heel up, open, and settle. So it's inhale, exhale, bend and shift, heel up. Inhale and open. Exhale and settle. Remember, the challenge is going to be, when you're not used to it, to do this with belly breathing. Let's work on it again. So let your body shift right, settle down, and the heel come up. Inhale and open the toe. Exhale and glide to center. Now inhale, wrists, elbows, and body float up, and you're watching them. Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Okay, so you start off inhale. And when you're ready to exhale, that's when you bend your nose. Exhale and shift back to center. Now you're ready. Inhale and exhale. One other thing that I want to discuss with you, I've been saying shift right, left heel up, open the left toe. When I say open the toe, that means move the toe out, and the toe is the first thing to touch the floor. Now, there are going to be moves where I say open the heel, in which case you move the foot out, and the heel is the first thing to touch the floor. So right now, inhale, heel up. Bend your knees, heel up. Open the toe. The toe moves out, touches it. Again, incorporating the breathing and the watching. Bend your knees. Right heel up. Open the toe. All right, now here's how we incorporate the breathing. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend the knees, shift right, left. Inhale and open the toe. Exhale and glide to center. Inhale, wrists, elbows, and body up. Exhale, wrists, elbows, and body settle down. Again, feet together, that means 2 or 3 inches apart. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, shift right, left, heel up. Inhale and open the toe. Exhale and glide to center. Inhale, wrist, elbows, and body float up. Practice each of these things. Practice the belly breathing. Practice imagining your arms filling with helium, your whole body rising up. And go over the video periodically to practice the different parts. Remember, we practice shifting right with the vertical core and letting the left heel come up. And then when we opened the toe, the core didn't move until we shifted to central position, and then the whole core. Remember to belly breathe. Inhale as the belly protrudes. Exhale as the muscles pull. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Okay, once more with the breathing and the watching. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, Exhale, bend the knees, shift right, left heel up. Inhale and open the left toe. Exhale and glide descent. Inhale, wrist, elbows, and body float up. Exhale, wrist, elbows, and body settle. Okay. Thanks for watching. I trust this is helpful. The next session will be the first Wednesday in October. We'll work on the next move, which is called Gentle Wave Begin. And we're going to take one move at a time, and then when classes resume, we'll stitch it all together. Hope you've enjoyed this. Happy exercising. I'll see you again shortly.